Cate, what can I say? You never cease to amaze me. You were so fabulous as Bernadette, but I want to know how complicated it was to play someone like her.
You know, it was a pleasure when you're playing a character who's as conflicted and hidden from themselves, and has, you know, her tongue is as sharp as a sword. She's got a rapier wit. It's a pleasure. And then you're directed by Rick Linklater, and all of the kind of the character tropes are from Maria Semple's novel. It's delicious. I think the challenge was trying to balance the kind of the energetic push of Maria's writing with Rick's. Richard Linklater's got a very different energy and focus, but yet he's desperately interested in the parent-child relationship and the husband-wife relationship, and he really loved Bernadette. He felt like he had a very personal reason for wanting to make the film, but it was trying to sort of pull all of that energy and then put it into the film that I was in.
Yeah, I think I related to her way too much, more than I wanted to admit.
That's okay.
When I was watching it.
There's no one listening here. It can just be
no
you
one's
and me.
listening. Yeah, just you and me, my dear. And I want to know how much you felt after playing her, or even just after first reading her, you connected with her.
I connected with her in the book. I think it's, of course, Maria takes these things that we all feel, this sense of inadequacy, this sense of judgment, or not wanting to look at ourselves, and so pushing our problems out into the rainfall, into, you know, taco chips, into whatever, you know, people who don't dye their hair, whatever the problem is. You know, I think we can all relate to that, and she pushes it to an extreme. But, you know, I deeply connected with the mother-daughter relationship, and the way that you can when you have children and you have careers, and that your marriage can go into a parallel path, and, you know, you've really got to look after it. You know, I think there's a lot in there for families generally to sort of draw from.
That's for sure. And let's just talk about Emma Nelson, because, you know, Rick has this amazing, uncanny way of choosing these young, up-and-coming actors who, you know, go on to become huge. Matthew McConaughey and Ben Affleck.
Yes.
She would, like, I can't even believe that was her first film.
Yes,
what
very
was it like to work with
self-possessed.
her and hear you know, you're an established actress and working with somebody like her?
Well, it's always first day of school, whether it's, you know, you've made 20 films or no films. And Emma has a great sense of self-possession, and she's really bright. And her connection to the text was really instinctual and intelligent, and she was so easy. It was just, and so unpretentious. Like, she was not fazed by, she could talk to anybody, didn't matter what department they were in, you know, and it was literally like sort of sitting on the school bench, you know, in the schoolyard having lunch with her. She wasn't sort of fazed by the kind of the exposure of it, which was wonderful.
I think we all have breaking points. What's yours?
Oh, I don't. Of course I don't. I'm sort of, my breaking point was reached about 10 years ago when the Earth reached its breaking point with climate change, I think. But you mean personal breaking point?
Yeah, or just, you know.
Oh, look, I fly into sort of, well, I think they're quite rational rages, but other people might think they're irrational, about leaf blowers. If I see a leaf blower, I go from 0 to 1,000. I cannot. It's all that is wrong with the human race. They drive me nuts. So if you see, I'm like a barking dog. It's like I'm going, squirrel! If I see a leaf blower, it's just, that's it. I'm gone for the rest of the afternoon.
I'm with you, my dear, on that. They drive me nuts, too. Well, you are so fabulous as Bernadette, as always, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next from you. But always
Hopefully,
a pleasure.
Zippo!
Yeah, we'll take a little break after you shoot this show
Yeah.
in Toronto, and always lovely to talk to you.
you.
Thank you so much for your time.